What's up guys, Lowbit here. Today we're gonna talk about three prominent, is it correct to say prominent? At least Twitter thinks they're prominent because they're discussing about it a lot. Lil Tay, Markiplier, and Brad Taste Music. Why three in one video? Because there was not much going on the internet lately. Not much drama developments regarding pirate software, regarding Mutahar, regarding other people. Not much news. Not much development. So I'll put the little burger slops into this one video. And today I'm introducing the slop wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel and see what the first topic is going to be about. So let's spin it. So the first topic is Lil Tay. Does that remind you something? I'm sure it does. If you've been in the internet since 2018 and remember her screaming on Instagram about owning Lambos and being richer than your dad or mom, my toilet costs more than your rent, as she said. She's back once again. And now she posted a photo on Twitter in a shirt that says porn star in training. And she created OF account by just turning 18 on the same night. Yeah, we're just gonna let that slide, right? Nah. She disappeared for years, faked her theft, then came out of nowhere and talking about her issues, her involvements with people who told her how to act and how to be, suffering from abuse and everything, and a lot of things happening. And then she disappeared once again. And now, randomly, on her birthday, presumably, because I don't believe from 2018 at 9 years old to turning to 2025, somebody lied about their age on the internet. As I thought. And we're suddenly talking about OF money. Like, what the hell? No one's fact checking it, of course. But do we actually want to? This is so disgusting thinking about people who actually paid her money to see what? To see her in a shorter dress? Y'all are disgusting. And she doesn't think rationally. She just thinks because it's popular. People think this is okay. People think this is something cool. Something to be proud of. And she slides to the adult world much earlier than she's supposed to. She just turned by age. Not by brain or mentality or understanding of what she got herself into. But of course, she's a public figure, so GG, that's all I'm gonna say. This is just gonna be a downfall of her. There's no turning back once you go creating a adult content website. No. Slop grade 5. It's interesting, but the more you look into it and the more you remember it, the more disgusting it feels to read and comprehend what you're consuming, what this slop is all about. Horrible, and disgusting about the people who actually pay her money for such reasons. Let's spin the wheel again. Markiplier. So he posted a video in his podcast that he creates where he talked with ChatGPT AI voice and also used a thumbnail that was made by AI, and the internet went crazy. Till just starting, "You're a hypocrite, you said you don't like AI, you despise it." And people presume that he supports AI by talking to the assistant. How he can come up to that conclusion? Like, really? Then the Reddit meltdown came in. Reddit mons came in to control the situation of their own subreddit, which of course is really big since a 35 million subscriber having YouTuber, and a drama involvement that he appeared in for no freaking reason. Of course there's gonna be a need for control. Their defense was the discussions got toxic. And then Markiplier went live with a stream that was called Markiplier versus AI Fight Night. In the stream he basically explained that he's not anti-AI as a concept, but he's anti-AI as exists right now, as in stealing other artists' work, having zero ethics, making up stuff, and so on and so forth. I agree with that. And people maybe calm down? I don't know. The person who made the tweet that bombastically exploded and went viral started banning everyone. who disagreed with them. Like, what the fuck? That's so child behavior. Flop grade, I would say strong 7. It's interesting because it's a big slop. It's more like leading into nothing burger, but it's a big YouTuber. It's a big viral moment, and a lot of people are discussing about it. So yeah, 7. The last one on the wheel is Brad Taste in music. Okay, so I wasn't actually initially planning to talk about him, but then I was about to go to sleep and then saw some news. So he uploaded a third video regarding the situation between him and his ex-girlfriend, and it's really concerning. I'm gonna let him speak for himself and share his thoughts.
I haven't even been keeping track. The last week or two, it's really hurt a lot. It's really sucked, but I've also gained a lot of information. I've seen how people interact with me, who sticks around, who leaves, why that is. And I think that like a lot of it makes more sense to me. Yes, I am talking about this. I'm going to be bringing up my ex-partner. But I want to make it very clear that everything I am about to say, I have zero intention of saying like, or like trying to victimize myself through what she has done. How she truly believes that everything she's done is in self-defense. And what I'm here to say is I completely believe her. But I also think it's worth mentioning the things that she did in self-defense and like why they would result in me losing it and screaming. Like when I get very angry or even excited or just anything, like I get very loud. I use my voice and the volume of it to really express it. So like when I'm upset because of something, and I start getting really loud about it, like that basically was her biggest fear because she had trauma with yelling. My family, everyone I've been around my whole life is loud. They talk over each other, they yell at each other, but they never mean anything bad by it. So I never really saw anything wrong with it. They're just trying to be heard and get their point across and, show their emotions. And so that's like me when I'm yelling. Tina rightfully gets scared of that, is horrified. What I'm trying to say by this situation is a matter of a bad match because we worked perfectly with everything, but it really was me yelling. And again, I would basically yell because, just out of instinct of trying to get a point across or even sometimes just tell a joke. And what she would do is basically tell me when I'm yelling because she's not listening to the words I'm saying while I'm yelling because, she's terrified when I'm loud and she gets scared because she's afraid I'm going to yell. So she tells me that I'm not living in reality, and I would agree with her and just try to because I loved her. I wanted to make it work. So I would just listen to what she says about me. And then just, even if I was hurt, I couldn't yell because it was after I had already yelled that she'd say that. So it was better to just accept it. So I was constantly being gaslit all the time. And I'm pretty sure that my partner also felt like she was being gaslit all the time. And I have a partner who can't listen to me while I'm yelling there. And yelling is how I get naturally my emotions across. So much of me is being missed. I think that she had every right to feel the way that she did. I think that the way she handled it was really sad and misrepresentative of who I am as a person. That's why I even brought it up in the first place, because I felt so deeply betrayed. Because again, I've never had any meaning. I've never wanted to do anything wrong to this person. I still think about her. I still care about her. And my last video was vicious and stupid, but also at the same time, it was me just finally saying, oh, I'm just gonna talk and say whatever. And it turned out this is I don't know, maybe the most important experience of my career so far. So blackmail is basically somebody holding you by a chain at all times, especially the person who I cared the most about. Her holding the fact that she has stuff that she can destroy my life with over my head is crazy. She just hears yelling. She records it. She shows it to the cops, tells them how dangerous I am. They arrest me. And it feels like the biggest fucking betrayal of my life. I'll take that. And by the way, entire internet for believing everything you read at face value. Just know I don't blame you, all right? Because I would do the same, and that's just literally this culture, all right? So, you know, this is me literally saying we are both victims of each other, you know, and that the relationship, like, dissolved in a way that I thought felt extremely unfair, but I can see, like, why she was as terrified as she was.
So as you have seen, really, he's just self-reflecting out loud, not in a necessary way to condemn any actions that he made wrong, but he, for the first time, actually told us that there is some lack of verbal communication, normal verbal communication, and mismatch between them. And of course, he said in the last video, but in this one, it more felt like genuine. Like, he understands that both of them are in the wrong. They're being abusive in their own unique ways, and they couldn't hold up what they value so much. And that would be the end of it all, if not the audio release of Tina on the live stream. A channel called the OP Black or OP Black has shared the audio. Tina's recording when the rest of Brad happened that night. The audio is intense, I can warn you.
Think that you are entitled to know what is happening in my brain, and you are not.
I'm just right and you're lying. But go on.
What am I lying about? Can you tell me if you're going to accuse me of lying? Can you tell me what I'm lying about? What am I lying about?
What are you thinking about?
I'm lying about what I'm thinking about.
Yep. Shit.
So you've got to deal with my shit for 5 years, so you know exactly what I'm thinking
you're
about.
Throw it on to me. Oh, but I've had to deal with your shit, and look at you, Nia. You're full of shit.
So okay, so I'm sorry. So you accuse me of lying. What am I lying about? You still haven't outright said what I'm lying about. If you're gonna call me a liar, then.
How about you tell me, Tina? There's so much.
So what I'm gonna tell you is that I'm not lying about anything. I'm sitting here.
Let's start with telling me one thing you have lied about. What have you lied to me about, Tina?
What have I lied to you about? So if someone unknowingly says something that isn't true, where they don't know,
and they can't accept when somebody corrects them, then they're full of shit.
So it's
and when somebody can't listen when their partner tells them, and actually just deflects it and makes their life hell, then that's fucked up. So stop doing what you're doing with the dogs. Look at me in the eyes and just tell me the truth, Tina.
What's the truth about what?
You tell me.
Okay. So,
Without being a sarcastic bitch, look at me in the fucking eyes and tell me the truth.
So I have...
In the eyes, Tina!
Accidentally lied to you. Mistakenly given you...
Tina?
Sorry. I've mistakenly given you incorrect information, and I don't... Mistakenly giving incorrect information is not lying, and I am certain...
So that's not an example then. Try again. An example where you lied to me.
So it seems they're not de-escalating the conflict, they're just escalating it even more in their own ways. One is not telling what exactly they lie and how they have a conclusion that they are lying in white lies, and the other one is avoiding a conversation, not speaking clearly and not differentiating those two different words, lie and incorrect information. They're similar, but they're often overlapping each other, so that's why it makes it more difficult, and everyone can have a different point of view or observation of it. And then Brad says this thing which escalates it to a whole ass drama inside their home.
If you don't respect me as an individual, then you can honest to God get the fuck out of my house.
Both of our names are on the lease, so that's not going to happen.
I'm gonna call the police.
Yeah,
I will get you out of here. I will make a story up. I will get you out. I need her to get out for at least a day. I need space, and she refuses. Can you please escort my partner somewhere else so that I can have some mental peace? That's what I'm going to tell them.
That's so...
I'm gonna call them. You will do anything.
I just want to be able to think quietly while I brush my dogs. I just want to be able to quietly reflect on my life while I brush my dogs without you asking what I'm thinking about and prying it out of me and thinking you're entitled to know what I'm thinking about. You're not.
I'm not even your partner, Tina.
You're not treating me like a partner.
You're looking around looking for excuses, Tina. I literally am watching your body
I
language.
can't look in your
You look like one of
eyes.
those freaks on the fucking interrogation videos.
I can't look in your
Every single thing you're doing is full of shit. Yeah, it does. I'm gonna say my partner is emotionally abusing me, and I've asked for space endlessly, and I have no support system. I moved out here for her, and I'm trapped, and I need space.
And then later, a different recording, another recording, is being played, and we can hear Brad's Maniac episode.
You are one of my abusers, so I can damn fucking right do that to you. I can kick you the fuck out of here for what the fuck you've done to me. You've destroyed me.
What? How? All I've ever wanted to do is support
Stop lying to me for once. Look at me in the eyes and stop lying to me. Stop being such a wimp.
All I've ever
Look at me and accept what you have done to me. Do you see what I've become? You've killed me. You promised me everything. You lied to me.
Okay, what do I take from this? My opinion, it's sad. It's just sad, and it's difficult to understand why would you even share this with the public if you said you wouldn't, because it concerns both of you, and then you presume to do so. And in the whole audio, it seems like both of you are not able to communicate clearly. One is demanding attention to the fullest, like looking into the eyes directly, wanting the whole truth, wanting to get factual information, goes to spiral mad mode when it's not fulfilled. And the other one speaks faster than she thinks because she can't comprehend the situation, neither does he can. In my personal opinion, that's not what should be on the internet. Neither does his channel, because it seems like he can't control his actions while on the public view, on the public spot. He's not made for them, and there's a lot of people who said the similar thing, and I kind of agree with that. It's not his thing. Even though I personally watched his content and really liked it, and he giving his own takes on it, musically, sonically, instrumentally, which is really was interesting to listen to him to talk about that. He can't be a public figure if he can't control his thoughts, edit them out, or rephrase them, tell them in a different way. It's really unfortunate for both of them. I see both of their wrongdoings, huge wrongdoings from both sides, and a lot of pain that has swallowed up between them in their own concerning ways. I hope the best comes right up after this whole situation for them. Even if the internet doesn't forgive, I forgive. Because if not these situations, if not these people who present for us how to behave or not how to behave, we wouldn't know how to do it properly, and then someone else would appear in such a situation, identical situation. So let's just let them have a reflection of time. Let them sit with their thoughts and do not discuss it publicly anymore. I'll give the slop grade a 9. It's important to watch, it's important to reflect, and it's important to hear both parts of them, both parties, both opinions, and both ways of not being to clearly communicate. I hope the best for them, really. So that's it for Slop Wheel. We'll see for the next week if it's gonna be needed once again, or we're gonna have a much bigger drama right around the corner waiting to be discussed and consumed. Thanks for watching, guys. Low bit rate out.